Hey, what's going on everybody? Team Motovlog, Country Cruiser. This week, man, I'm going to be talking about lane splitting. Which, it's kind of a controversy across the nation, you know, like, everybody wants to stop lane splitting because of the obvious reasons. Safety. Which is odd because that's the exact same reason everybody wants to allow lane splitting, is because of safety. It's been a couple studies shown that, you know, in standstill traffic like the interstate, freeways, everything's busy, motorcycles are less likely to get rear-ended, obviously, if they're able to get out of the way. And so when it's done responsibly in slow traffic, if you let motorcycles go ahead and split between, if you don't know what lane splitting is, that's what it is. Like if traffic's at a standstill, you can use the middle. Like on a 2-lane road, you could go ahead and use that little space between both cars. I'm sorry, like a 4-lane road, like you got 2 lanes going this way, like an interstate. You could use that little spot in the middle, basically ride that line and split the cars. Skip to the front of headlights, things like that. And if you don't have, and if everybody's moving slow, if it's real slow traffic, you can go ahead, get these motorcycles out of here. That's going to clear up some traffic space, and then it gets them out of the way so they can't be rear-ended, things of that nature. Keeps you moving, keeps you out of danger. Now the other end of that is obviously, some people on a motorcycle don't know how to act. So lane splitting becomes driving, cars are moving at 40 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, and you're flying between them at 60. And any little movement on a car don't see it, try to switch lanes, opening car doors, just not enough room, things like that. You don't have time to react, and it causes a problem. But when lane splitting is done responsibly, it seems to be a bonus. My opinion on it, my personal opinion is, I'd like to see it legalized, but just because I want to do it, just for selfish reasons. I don't want to wait in traffic. I'd like to be able to get the hell out of here. And so for just selfish reasons, I would like to see it allowed.
Personally, I'm perfectly happy with my driving ability when it comes to lane splitting. I'm not happy with other people's, which is why I will not lane split going 80 miles an hour down a highway. Mainly because nobody puts on a blinker anymore. That's a lost art. Nobody looks in their blind spot. That's also lost. So to me, it just don't make any sense to do it. The risk reward factor isn't there for me. What do you want to do? Do you want to look cool? Okay, sweet. Do you want to get somewhere faster? Okay, I get it. I hate getting stuck behind slow ass cars too. But you know, it's just one of those things. Is that really what you want to do? You really want to take a chance of wrecking? If you do that at a stoplight, that's one thing. I can understand that a little bit more. Nobody's going anywhere, but don't be flying through cars. When you're flying through cars, there's gonna be that one jackass that looks at it like, oh, a free paint job on my car. Someone pulled out in front of him and he's gonna run into the back of me. His fault, I'll sue his insurance. People think that. I knew a guy that did that. So I'm not for it. Just out of risk reward factor. Also, people get fucking crazy with road rage, especially here in the South. Half the people that's freaking driving on the road has got a gun anyways. So you got to deal with that shit of arguing with somebody and then him getting out of his car, popping off at the mouth, and then, you know, you gotta fuck him up.
Back up in your ass with the resurrection. Is the group harder than an erection that shows no affection?
So to me, it's just not worth it. The risk reward isn't there. I don't get it. Even in states that allow it, like, okay, you know, whatever. But a lot of people don't know that, and then you want to complain about motorcycle rides this, motorcycle rides that. Look out for motorcycle riders. Blah 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 blah. Like, shut up, man. You want to look out for motorcycle riders, but you want to lane split? That makes literally zero sense to me. So I don't know. I don't get it.
It sounds like on the surface a very dangerous move. But the reality is that in California and some other countries, yes, I know California isn't a country, that they have legalized lane splitting, and motorcycle accidents, at least big time motorcycle accidents, have decreased. So the idea behind that is that if you're stuck in traffic, your bike is taking up space. When you could just go right between these cars and going up to the front of the line, once this light turns red or whatnot, you're going to be going. You're not going to cause any traffic. Whereas if you're holding your spot, you're just backing up people that much further. Now the argument is that this is dangerous. It's a dangerous maneuver, yada yada, but they're not intending for you to be lane splitting at 80 miles per hour. First of all, if the speed limit is 35, people are going 35 and you lane split, you're going to be breaking the law regardless because you're going to have the speed to get bombed. No different than passing on a dotted yellow line. So it's only going to be legal in times where the traffic's backed up, it's barely moving, it's not moving at all. But at the very least, it should be legal when traffic isn't moving. I mean, there's no reason for me to sit here on my bike taking up a space when I could be going and out of it. Not only make this easier on me, but for everybody else that's waiting. That just seems to be common sense. So for me personally, I usually err on the side of caution when it comes to laws. Now obviously, I'm squidding it up right now, but I don't ride without a helmet. It's there is a helmet law in North Carolina. There isn't one in South Carolina, and I think the people that go without a helmet are ignorant. But I understand why they do it. Hence why I'm running around right now without any gear on. I've got gloves and a jacket at the house. I took my gloves off. I actually had them on at first. It gets hot, so that's why I'm a fan of the laws, because the laws are there to protect people from themselves. If there was a gear law, you have to wear protective clothing, you have to wear gloves, you have to wear a jacket. That's what I'd be wearing right now. And if I were to slide, get in an accident, I'd be much more safer. So it'd really be protecting me from myself for when I do stuff like pass this dump truck. So all in all, I think the laws are good to be there to protect people. But hey, if they want to use this law and say that it's here to protect me, it's going to lower accidents, which it does when it stops people from rear-ending you while sitting in traffic, which I've had happen in my car and it would have been devastating on my bike, then yeah, let's put that law in place. Plus it keeps me from sitting there in the sun and traffic catching a heat stroke.
But anyways, this reserves the day. Coming at you live from Motovlog. Hopefully we'll get some more views, some more likes, some more subscribers, and we'll keep putting out these videos. Hey, comment. We'd love to talk to you. Alright, thanks guys. Bye.